Okay, could entry level and in-game actually be the same thing? We're gonna find out today, because we're gonna be taking a look at the Yunzii AL71. I've got it right here, man. I'm really excited about this board. This board is extremely enticing, to say the least. So let's see what we got, man. All right, so for those who don't know, the AL71 has a ton of value packed into a pretty affordable price at face value. From what I already know is that this board is a full all aluminum CNC board with side glow RGB, gasket mounted, man. The list goes on. So we're gonna really take a look at what's going on here. First impressions, the decoration of, that's nice. But what I was gonna say is that the decoration of the packaging is pretty nice. It's got a little bit of branding on there, but it looks like we got a nice set of keycaps. Looks like GMK Shoko, which it's actually extremely accurate. I'm gonna compare it to my actual Shoko kit that's sitting over here. But yeah, this looks great, man. What are they double shot too? Whew. High quality keycaps included like this. This is pretty interesting. So we got our little branding here. This is our walkthrough guide. We have that in 2 languages. We got one in English and then one in another language here. So the accessories open kind of funny. I think I just wanted to open up one side, I guess. In the accessories box, we got our keycap and switch puller, USB-C to USB-A cable here. And then we got some spare switches. The fun part about these switches that I'm really excited about is that these switches, these are silent switches, bro. So this is gonna be my first time ever trying out some silent switches. So I'm curious to see just how silent they are. These are the Peach V2 switches. I'm also gonna do a couple sound tests in this board without the silent switches too, just to really see, you know, what it really is capable of sounding like. But yeah, that's a little sneak peek for what we got coming up. I always appreciate when they throw a little dust cover on there, man. Here's the back of the board. It doesn't have any weight included on it, but that's okay. Ooh, check out the Yunzii AL71, man. As you can see, we got our little RGB strips right here, and the quality is pretty nice. This is some nice metalworking, man, and the keycaps are on point. This looks dead on GMK Shoko, respectfully. This chassis of board is a very nice one. I've seen some boards that are relatively similar, but this one has something special about it. If you can see this badge right here, it's got our nice little moon and star, which is pretty cool, man. Sound test is coming up, but let's talk about this overall appearance, man. The design and the curvature right here, it's kind of got a nice little bevel edge right there, which is kind of routed out a little bit. On the back here, we got our little dongle. It's got a slot that slides right in there. I'll plug that in just a moment and get it started up, but there's RGB along the sides. You can use this board with Windows and Mac. So it is capable. You just swap it out, just hit the switch right here. And there's also tri-mode, so you can plug in your USB-C, which is here, and then you can also switch to 2.4G, which uses this dongle, or even Bluetooth mode if you want to just connect it right in. So like I said, man, this board, the AL71, this is a beautiful board. Look at this thing. I want to pop off a couple of these keycaps before we do the sound test, just so I can kind of see what's going on underneath there. Using our included keycap puller. Oh, okay, so there is per key RGB. From what I can see here, and it's south facing, which is also, it's always a plus for me. It's crazy, man. So I'm going to go ahead and pop these back on. The peach linear, silent linear switches look pretty nice. They pop right back into the plate. There was no real turbulence there, but I'm really, ooh, check that out. It's pretty flexy. This thing is premium. No matter where you type, like, it's got its own little region of flex. It's insane. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and get this thing ready for a sound test. This might be a little bit mean, but normally I would say this is the part where let's check out how it sounds, but this is a silent keyboard, so don't worry, your speakers are not playing tricks on you. Let's check it out. it's so quiet. There's a little bit of resonance from the desk, just like the little boom 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 type of noise, but man, this thing is so quiet. If I use this at the office or something, like, oh my goodness, I love it. I'm not gonna lie, bro, like, I did not know what to expect from a silent keyboard or silent switches, but this is actually pretty satisfying. All right, so let's go ahead and power on the Yunzii AL71 and just kind of see what happens. We got our RGB kicking in. My overhead lighting is a little bright right now, but that's okay. Put our dongle in. So there is per key RGB. Wow, this thing has it all. So as you can see, the construction is a two case part. You got our top and our bottom case. We have our diffused window for the RGB on the sides here, but it is pretty premium from what I'm seeing, and the price point is, it's kind of a steal, especially with keycaps included. You rarely see keycaps included, especially if colorways are this enticing. This is probably one of my favorite colorways for keycaps ever. If anybody has seen the page, you've probably seen me build with these keycaps. Well, not these specific keycaps, but the GMK Shoko numerous times. So we're back again with our favorite color keycaps and keyboard. This is gonna be my little daily for a little bit. I'm kind of impressed. Like, I've never used silent switches before, but I'm kind of feeling them, bro. Like, is silent the new meta? So some other cool features about the AL71 is that it has in-key rollover, which means you can input multiple keys at the same time and it'll register it all, you know? Won't have to worry about anything for hotkeys or anything specific. Built already, there's a little bit of foam in there, I believe. We're gonna try to open it up in a moment, but dude, the keycaps on it, the flex, like the plate, the stabs are already lubed. Like, we got a couple little indicator lights right here hanging out. If I get our caps lock and our num lock and things like that. So if you want to trigger the RGB function and kind of cycle through the different modes, you'll just press F in and our backslash, and you'll kind of cycle through them. I'm not sure if you can see all that well, and you kind of get an idea of what else it has to offer. So now I'm going to throw another configuration and some different switches in and do another sound test to kind of show you exactly what this thing is capable of. All right, so my overall take on this Yunzii AL71 is that this, man, like, there's not a lot competing with this. So for anybody who's kind of newer to mechanical keyboards, or if they have a nice build that they've kind of grown out of a little bit, this is an awesome upgrade, man. Like, it really just has it all. I've never seen anything such like this. I mean, the Neo 65 was a great budget option, starting at around like $80, but there's no keycaps included. There's no stabilizers. Well, I think there's options to get switches included, but hey, the one thing that's kind of missing from this is a back weight, but really, you don't need a back weight. It's actually got enough heft to it in the first place. It's a nice little 65% keyboard. I really enjoy this one, man, and it's already got the color that I would use in probably build customized anyways. One more thing before I get going, I want to take a look at how this looks side by side to the actual GMK Shoko. And I know a lot of you guys are probably curious. In case you're trying to buy the GMK Shoko, you don't need to anymore if you buy this. Like, so here's the GMK Shoko. It's in this little bag because I just took it off of the Snow 60 video up here, by the way. All right, so I got a couple keys here that I can use for a comparison. So this row is the official GMK Shoko caps. The colors are extremely similar. I mean, like, obviously the printing is a little bit cleaner on the GMK, but yo, like, I don't know if it's like $100 cleaner, bro. So here's our alphas comparison. Of course, on the left is the Yunzii. Very close. Home key. And of course, there's a little tiny difference here with the shift key. The actual GMK one doesn't say shift, but that's, you know, neither here nor there. So obviously these aren't supposed to be the exact same keycaps, but it's really just a comparison between the Yunzii AL71's keycaps and just kind of to show you the quality of them. It's pretty nice. The Yunzii AL71 has a lot of desk appeal. And if you know anything about tech and mechanical keyboards, you know that the world of it is always developing and moving rather quickly, man. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you don't want to miss out on all the new drops of mechanical keyboards and cool tech products as a whole. Make sure you hit that like button if you like what you see. You also can hit the link in the description if you want to pick up one of these bad boys. You can get a nice little discount too. I'm extremely excited to see what Yunzii has up their sleeve next. Thanks again for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.